My name's Michael Burgess, and with me is my guest Ben Scullen, and in this video we're going to be showing recreational fishers the best ways to handle and release small sharks and small rays.
Shark Mates. Catch, care, conserve.
Certainly the first point is to always assume that they've got teeth or they are dangerous until you see them and you know what they are. Then of course noting that they're stronger than you think they are, so safety at the side of the boat or when you're interacting with these animals. De-hooking, making sure the fish is comfortable in terms of not thrashing around and being safe like that, because a hook coming out is not good either.
Ben, even some of the small rays might have a barb and can be quite dangerous as well, so it's something we need to be quite cautious if we're handling those animals.
Certainly releasing rays at the side of the boat in the water is the way to go, and being mindful that they do have a barb, even the small ones. So cutting the hook loose at the side of the boat, you do need to be careful. Same with sharks, they might have teeth, but they'll still bite you, so you need to be mindful of that. And even a gummy shark will hurt when it bites. Thrashing around, they're stronger than they look.
And whilst I guess the recommendation is to try to release and de-hook in the water, I guess with some of those smaller sharks and rays, there is a way to bring them on board, but what kind of equipment would we need to be looking at for that?
So you can use one of the EnviroNet style nets, or also the cradles that we use for big fish to help land a fish. You can also pick it up by supporting the internal organs as well.
I guess on a hot day you won't want to be putting those smaller animals on the hot deck or anything like that.
No, so you want a wet towel, certainly also over the shark's head will stop them thrashing around, a wet towel. And then also if you intend to tag the shark, you'll need flow through systems with a saltwater hose.
So I guess the advice is, if you are choosing to take that shark or ray out of the water, is to get them back as quickly as you can.
Correct.
So Ben, talk us through the importance of using a circle hook when we're out fishing for shark and rays.
Mike, I think there's two reasons I want to use a circle hook while fishing for sharks and rays. One is the ease of hookup, but of course the real reason I'm using it is because I'm more likely to hook the fish inside of the mouth rather than in the gut, and therefore deliver a better survival rate.
And Ben, for those people that might be transitioning from a traditional J-hook to a circle hook, it's a slightly different way that we would fish, isn't there?
Well, there is. There's one consideration you need to think about, is that you don't strike the fish, you allow the fish to take the hook into the corner of its mouth.
And it's really important, isn't it, to try to reduce that fight time?
The science shows us that the length of fight time is proportional to the survival rate. If you want to ensure the survival of the bigger sharks and rays, then minimising your fight time, not using super light gear, getting them in as efficiently as possible. And one of the things to remember, especially if you're fishing from land base, is not to bring the shark over the rocks. Look for a nice safe place to land the fish and then move the fish to you. Keep these animals out of the water for the minimum amount of time. Remember that they are delicate when they're out of the water, and it's best to photograph them in the water. So I think, to summarise, knowing that these animals are dangerous until we see them and we know otherwise, and if you do want to take them out of the water, think of the 2-minute rule. Keep them out for as short a time as possible. If you want to know more, visit the website www.sharkmates.com.au or head over to the YouTube channel.